Hi everybody, I'm Jones.
And I'm Mann. And we're Jones and Mann. And today we're jonesing on Angostura Caribbean Rum. Alright. So we got this Angostura Caribbean Rum. This is a 5-year.
Yes.
From Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah. So it might replace our Zaya that has kind of become less desirable.
Less desirable, yeah. Rest in peace, Zaya.
2 fingers.
Yeah, 2 fingers. Rum out. This is a 5th. It was around 24, 25 bucks. Not too bad. I think I got it out of state. I want to say South Carolina or Nashville, one of the two. Came really highly recommended. The guy was like, if you're going to drink rum, this is one of my favorites. This is where you're going to go to. So, I've had it in the cabinet for quite a while now. I figure it's time for us to break it open. And summertime, good time for rum. Crack it open. Did you happen to find out anything about Angostura?
I did find out that the distillery, I think it is the Carino, Carano.
Okay.
Or INO.
Okay.
So they are a bit defunct, from what I've read. So, and then the other thing I read was the 5 and 7 year. You don't get a lot of reviews from it, so there's not a lot of hype about it for the youngs from this rums from this brand.
Okay.
So I'm kind of excited about it because it's aged in oak barrels.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it's gonna have like a whiskey taste to it, and it says it should have some like caramel and vanilla notes. So I'm pretty excited. So let's clink them and drink them, man.
So 2 things for me. One, I had never really heard about it before.
Yeah.
So that was really exciting. And then 2, the 5 year. 5 years sometimes is 5 years is the oldest. But in this case, it's a minimum of 5 years.
Yeah, this is
so it's got a nice amber color. I say let's do what we do, house rules.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and crack it open. Oh yeah, that's my sound. Twist.
I always love when it's not man versus bottle.
Oh yeah, I cracked it on open. I'm a little disappointed that it wasn't a cork, but 5 years. Do you really expect that?
I don't expect that.
Okay. So let's pour us a couple. Ooh. Oh, I forgot. Well, we have had a couple rums tonight, but if we're gonna do this one, let's do it the way we do it.
It's funny because normally you're the person saying you're in your rum season.
Oh yeah, I'm in the
over the last few weeks, I've joined you in the rum season. So
you might have went to a place that they was.
Oh, definitely went to a place. Definitely went to Cuba a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
And it brought me back to the rum.
Yeah.
And
over to the dark side.
Yeah, not the dark side.
The rum side.
Yeah, the rum side. Okay. Looking for an añejo.
Yeah.
And they typically, I have had a couple of them that taste very close to whiskeys and bourbon. So that aging, man, they've done a good job in the Caribbean.
It's got a kind of a good smell there, but then it's a little something. A little note on the end that kind of concerns me, but let's crank them and drink them.
Ooh. Let's put that on the rocks.
Let's put it on the rocks.
As you pour these, I'll go ahead and tell you, this is far surpassed the Zaya that we used to love, but I don't know if they changed the recipe or what happened to it. But even on the shot, even from what I remember as the original Zaya, this is pretty smooth.
It's got a little heat on the end, which
definitely has
heat. Is a little uncharacteristic for me.
Yeah. I always call that the Americanized rum.
The Americanized rum. And the only other thing that it's missing that would make me put it on the Zaya level is the vanilla. I didn't get a lot of vanilla notes on this one.
I think once we let it sit on the rocks for a little bit and let the water kind of seep into it, we're going to get that.
Yeah. Now, it's it almost gets kind of fruity.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Well, let's do it. Click them and drink. Okay. I like that. We've been drinking. We went to Cuba a little bit tonight, so we had some Cuban rums, and we just took some time to just do that and not on camera. We got a couple bottles we might crack open and
a little later
bring out on for an episode for you guys.
Havana Club, what was it?
Monte Cristo,
and then we
got the Puerto Rican version and the Cuban version. So we might get on cheese on there, but something. I like this. I really do. It's as my typical rum. Okay, it's not as sweet as I might normally like a rum to be, but it is got sweetness to it. It's heavy on the caramel notes to it. I get a little wood underneath there, a little heat that goes along with it. On the rocks, I lose like pretty much all of the heat. And I would say the one thing that's missing that would put me on the Zaya level, old Zaya, is the vanilla note. I don't really get a lot of, and I'll sip it some more while you kind of give your thoughts on it. I don't really get any of. That was the thing I loved about Zaya the most. It had those really rich, warm vanilla notes, like vanilla Coke and rum, kind of all mixed in together.
Yeah, and I will agree about the vanilla notes. It's not as strong as the original Zaya. I hate to call it original because some people try to say that it hasn't changed. When I was on my trip, there was quite a few people there was a bartender from Trinidad. They tried to tell me that the recipe for Zaya hadn't changed.
Okay,
but we both know that's a fallacy and lie.
And maybe it wasn't the recipe, but we do know that the distillery location changed.
Right.
And it's very possible that the change in location meant that they didn't move all the original equipment over, and that could impact the flavor.
All right, but getting back to this lovely rum that we're having today, I will say that the website mentioned that it's great for sipping, but even better if you mixed.
Yeah.
I enjoy it personally, just from what I'm tasting neat and on the rocks. I enjoy it on the rocks because it takes that fire off of it, and I get to taste that caramel, very slight, light vanilla note. If I were to make a rum and coke, it would probably kind of hide some of that taste.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you this. As soon I'm going to be getting rid of some of the excitement because as soon as we're done, this is going to get a little coke. It's going to get a little coke because that. I love a neat rum, but it's got to be a really, really exceptional rum to just knead it out all the way through.
Yeah.
A little, like a splash of coke, to me, just elevates it on the next level.
I think I have one for you.
Oh, you got a Mexican coke.
No.
Or rum.
The rum.
Okay.
I think you're gonna like the Cuban Havana Club. I think you're gonna like.
Okay. We'll see.
I think you're gonna be like, damn it, Bacardi, why couldn't you just really stick to the original?
Just stick to the original, yeah. Okay.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe later episodes.
Okay, so let's do what we do.
All right, let's do what we do.
So, favorite of flop, Angostura 5-year.
Angostura, let me tell you, defunct distillery. You are actually one of Jones's favorites.
Ooh, nice. And honestly, I do want more of the vanilla notes, but I'm comparing two things, like apples to oranges kind of deal. I think it is a lighter rum. Rum has a tendency, I talked to somebody this weekend, rum has a tendency to be thicker and I say creamier and buttery, but people that don't like it say syrupy. Yeah. This is on the thinner side. So I think that if you're not a big rum person, this would be a really good start because it's got really good notes to it. It's got really good flavor. I like it on the rocks a lot better than the neat shot.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to try it with some Coke because I'll be commenting later. I don't think this will be my new rum and Coke all the time because you can't get Angostura.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it at the bar. Or either, I guess the name's kind of weird, so it's possible I could have seen it and overlooked it as like, yeah, this is not a real rum, you know. But
I'll tell you, I think trying the youngest of the bunch would definitely excites me about the older versions because I think it's going to take me back to my normal wheelhouse of the bourbons and the whiskeys. But this is really good. This is amazing.
I just came back from Nashville today, and I only bought one local Nashville thing back with me, which is very unusual. Normally, I at least bring 2 bottles. And now I'm like, man, I wonder did I see an older Angostura because I would have liked to bring. I'm definitely going to get an aged bottle. So, but for me, definitely. This is a favorite.
So as a favorite, and I don't recall what you said the price of this was again?
About $24-25, somewhere in the neighborhood, yeah.
That's an amazing price for very good.
That's in there with me, Plantation.
Yeah.
It's about $24-25. The Appleton's estate, not the estate, but just the base signature. That's what I'm thinking
signature.
Signature's about $24-25. Somewhere in that neighborhood. There are a couple that honestly I might would pick over this, but as its base Angostura, it's a favorite. I would definitely choose this. Yeah, choose this. So you want to tell everybody where they can find us at?
Oh, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All the above are going to be at Jones and Mann. So check us out. Definitely on YouTube, you want to click that button over to your left. So every time we upload a video, you can you'll be updated. You want to subscribe, and share. Share alike.
Yes. This has been another episode of Jones and Mann. This is Angostura Caribbean 5-year. We appreciate everything that you do, and as we always say, clink 'em and drink 'em. We'll see you next time.